Would you pray with me? Father God, we just come to you tonight and just thank you so very much for your grace. Father, we thank you for your traveling grace that you've given the two rivers to come this way and get them here safely, Lord, and their family and friends that have come to support them. Lord, we thank you for the grace that you give us to gather in this place to be able to cheer on these athletes as they try to do their best tonight. And Father, most importantly, we thank you for the grace that you've given us through your Son, Jesus Christ, loving us when we don't deserve it. And Lord, we just ask that you will continue to show your grace towards each and every one of us tonight and as we go our separate ways. So Father, may you be honored in what's being done here tonight. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Two Rivers. And the teams are out there working on the toss right now. Your captains for the night's game for your Panthers is number 21, Connor Hurley, number 1, Kaiser Kidder, number 12, Julius McClellan, and number 3, Jacob Clausen. And as the coin toss is flipped here, see which way it's going to go.
Not good enough.
So the Panthers have won the toss, and they've elected to defer until the second half. And so that's how the night's going to start. And coming into the night's game, there's definitely some things that the Panthers needed to rebound and work on after last week. And I know Coach Carmichael and I were talking a little bit this week about it, and they were definitely going to be working on the adjustments and having some things kicked off tonight. But just kind of some notable things before we get this game rolling. That there's been a couple of Panthers that are not going to be on the field tonight for various reasons. So we're gonna get to see some other kids have to step up to fill in the gaps. And of course, that big question there as far as the kids, there's going to be our offensive line particularly. So if it was going to be the ones that were lining up during the pregame warm-ups, we're almost going to have a sophomore class offensive line with the exception of number 75, Mason Henderson. Looks like he's going to be given the snaps tonight, our senior. So as the Manico Panthers run out to get ready to start this game, we're going to get this thing kicked off. I'll say congratulations to our junior high Panthers for going over to Two Rivers and getting a big win. I believe that score was 46-2. And I'll just go ahead and say thank you especially to Mr. Gary Lane tonight for helping getting everything together and being faithful to do it week in and week out. And I know there's sometimes that he's unable to do so, but we're thankful for the nights that he gets to, for those that can't make it to the games. And here come the Panthers out getting ready to kick off. We'll be starting this game led by number 14, Anthony Velasquez. And of course, coming in on defense, your stat leader for tackles this year's been number 12, Julius McClellan. Look for him to have a pretty good night. And the kick is off and it's received about the 10-yard line. The Gators found a gap and he's got a little bit of run, but old Velasquez is there, it looks like, to get him stopped. So Two Rivers, the Gators found a little gap there and had a little running room, but Velasquez says, not on my watch. So that's going to bring your Panthers defense out on the field. It looks like it's going to be number 66, Peyton Sawyer there on the left end for your defensive line with Mason Henderson and looks like Chilcote. And let's see who's on the end here. And number 63, that's going to be Tanaka, I believe, with Kaiser Kidder on the right end. It looked like it was going to be kind of a fake handoff. Gators tried to sell it as going right, but it came left. But the old Julius McClellan was able to sniff it out, and he stopped it there for, it looks like maybe a half a yard to yard loss. So it's definitely starting to become football weather here in Magnet Cove. Around 70 degrees at the start of the game tonight. Number 1's going to take the snap and toss it to number 11. But the Magnet Cove boys are going to be back in the backfield, and he's going to get lost for several yards. It looks like it's going to be lost for another 4 or 5 yards. I was talking particularly, that was Julius McClellan on the stop with Browning to help him. I was talking to Browning a little bit this week, and I asked him how many tackles is he going to have tonight. He's been kind of quiet the past couple of weeks, and he said he's going to try to get 15 tackles, so he's going to have to be pretty busy, so we'll see how it's going to go. The Gators going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to cut it back to the right, but looks like number 88, Kevin Inslee's there for the stop. So hopefully the boys, with the 2 weeks off and the loss last week, has got them refocused. I know Carmichael and Company is going to do everything they could to get them ready. So it looks like Panthers had too many men on the field, and old Mason Henderson was trying to get off, and Carmichael saw that wasn't going to happen, so the Panthers going to call a timeout, and we'll take this timeout with them. We'll be right back with you.
Thanks again to Panther Pass and Food Center. Also, the Magnet Cove Booster Club is raffling off 4 tickets to the Arkansas Razorback. Those tickets are $10 each. Again, that's here on the home side.
All right, here we come back after timeout. It's going to be 4th down and 14 for the Gators. And Luke Harper's back deep for the Panthers as the Gators get the punt. They get the snap. It's going to be blocked. It's going to be blocked by number 12, Julius McClellan. And there's a couple of other guys. Look like Hayden Brown and maybe one other was there with him, but Julius was able to get it. And the Panthers going to recover on the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 with 20 yards to go, and that's definitely the way that your Panthers needed to start out tonight, with a strong defensive stand and short field position. Let's see what the offense can do. Looks like it's going to start out as with Clausen and McClellan in the backfield, and Davis and Inslee to the right with Harper to the left. They're going to hand it off to Julius. Julius is going to get enough for the first down, but there is a flag on the play.
Stop number 11, Evan Kreitz, and number 75, Ethan Knuckles. There's a flag on the play.
So it looks like it's going to be holding on the offense. So that's going to back the Panthers up.
Holding is a call against the Panthers. 1st and 13.
So that's going to bring up 1st down again, but it's going to be 13, so a loss of 3 altogether after the run. It's going to be another, the whistle's down, trying to get the second play off. It's going to be Two Rivers is going to give it back to us, at least a little bit of it. Offsides on the defense. So it's still going to be 1st down and 8 to go. Definitely an interesting start as far as penalties goes. Clausen's going to take the snap and hand off to Julius. Julius is going to go up to the right and bring it back to the about 5-yard line. So it looks like finally there's no flags on the play. So instead of playing back and forth, we finally made some progress. Going to be enough for the first down. Going to be first and goal on the 5-yard line. Clausen's going to take it and hand it off to Joyce. Joyce is going to go up the middle with untouched and take it in for the score. So Joyce McClellan's going to have the first touchdown of the night with 9:13 left to go in the first quarter. And as Velasquez comes on to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's going to be good through the uprights, and so that's going to be bring your score. Your Magic Cove Panthers 7, the Two Rivers Gators 0 with 9:13 left to go in the first quarter. And we'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, here we come back after the Panthers score. And Velasquez and company is lining up for this kickoff. Velasquez is going to get kicked off, and he's going to kick it deep. And Two Rivers is going to field about the 5-yard line as they come up the 15, the 20. He's still on his feet. He's going to try to cut back left. Going to have to get a Panther there to get it. He's up to the 30. And Velasquez sees him and heads him off once again about the 32-yard line. So Velasquez is having to work a little extra tonight. Not just kicking, but tackling. He's got 2 kickoffs and 2 tackles. So that's going to bring the defense back on the field. Two Rivers is going to start at about the 34-yard line. The quarterback under center with one running back in the backfield. He's going to be a quarterback keeper to the right side, but some stones going to be over there to push him out of bounds. Looks like he's going to lose about maybe 3 to 4 yards. So the Panthers' defense is definitely taking care of business in the first part of this game.
Loss of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 14.
It's going to be a 4-yard official loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Gators as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback's going to hand it off to the right. Still going to be on his feet. Looks like he might have gained a yard, the running back there, number 3. The official's going to blow it down for progress.
Stop number 15, Matt Stone. Number 11, Hayden Browning. And number 50, Jackson Haynes.
So they're going to give Stone for the initial credit for that, along with Browning and a name we hadn't heard, Jackson Haynes. He's going to be one of the others that are stepping up because of some being out tonight. Two Rivers, is going to throw it pass, and the receiver is going to make a good one-handed catch, but he's not going to get much yards after the catch. But there's Panthers right there, but somehow he was able to just reach up there and grab that pass and bring it down.
Gain of 13 on the play.
So they're going to give Connor Hurley the credit for that stop there. And Gators going to line up. Quarterback under center. Quarterback keeper off to the left side. He's going to try to hurry. He's met first by OK Davis, but he spins off of him. So they give credit for that tackle. We're going to didn't see who was in on that tackle, but we're going to claim that's old Julius there. That's going to be his third tackle of the night. It's going to bring up a second down for the Gators, though, after they move the chains after that pass. Second down and 1 on the 46. Get ready for this next play. Going to hand it up the middle, but looks like the ball's going to come out of it. So it looks like there's going to be a fumble on the play straight up the middle, and I don't know if he was on the knee or whatever, but they blew the whistle dead. But Connor Hurley, number 21 for the Panthers, scooped it up, and the referee's going to get in the middle here and maybe discuss some things. And so they're going to say it's Panther ball. And so that's going to be another turnover on Two Rivers.
Panther fans, next Saturday, October 8th, Butterfield Missionary Baptist Church will be hosting its annual Fall Festival from 4 to 6 p.m.
And so the offensive Panthers going to come out with Clausen and Julius in the backfield. We have twins to the right. Going to hand it off to Julius. Julius going to cut up to the right side. It's going to gain about, they're going to say about 8 yards.
And number 3, Anthony Locke.
You ain't gonna have that happen very often.
Locke.
I didn't have to change yard marker. They gained 8 yards. That's the only way I could do it.
2nd and 2.
It's going to bring up second down and 2 for the Panthers. As Clausen gets ready for the Mason hands it off there. It's going to be a pass to Clausen. It's going to be out to the right side to Luke Harper. It's going to be caught.
Luke Harper for the Magnet Cove. First down.
And that's going to be enough for the Panthers' first down. It's going to move the chains up to 37-yard line.
First and 10 Panthers at the Two Rivers 37-yard line.
Going to bring a new set of downs here for your Panthers. It's going to be handed off to Julius. Julius is going to cut up the left side. He's going to go to 30. He's the 25. And he's going to be kind of wrestled down, pushed out of the bounds about the 27-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Panthers. And so it looks like the first few minutes of this game, the Panthers are able to take care of business on both sides here. It's definitely what we needed to see from them.
Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10 Panthers at the Two Rivers 23.
So going to have Hurley and Inslee out to the left with Harper out to the right. And Clausen's going to take the snap and keep the ball, and he's running. He's to the 20, to the 15, the 10, and it looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 4-yard line. And so it's going to move the chains again. That was a design quarterback keeper all the way. And offensive line and his blockers took care of business there.
First and goal Panthers at the 5.
It's going to bring up first and goal. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called by the Gators. And so with 5:37 left to go in this quarter, we're going to take our second timeout of the night. We'll be right back. All right, here we come back after the break here. It's going to be 1st and 4 on the 4-yard line for the Panthers. 5:37 left to go in this first quarter. They're leading 7-0 right now. Got Clausen in the backfield with number 5, Cade Davis. As Matt Stone shifts to the left side, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Clausen's going to come up the middle, and he's going to take it over the end zone, and he's going to score. And so that's going to be the second score of the night. Jacob Clausen kept it as the quarterback keeper and took it in the end zone. So your Panthers are moving at will tonight. And so Velasquez comes out to attempt the extra point, and the snap is off, and the kick is up and up through uprights. And that's going to make it your Magna Cove Panthers 14, the Two Rivers Gators 0, 5:32 left to go in this quarter. On the field to kick off for the third time, if my math is correct, that the Panthers have had 9 offensive plays and 2 scores. So, but here on the kickoff, that Velasquez has kicked it off and made both tackles. Velasquez is going to kick it on the ground, and as an onside kick, it's going to kick it straight to one of the guys front row, number 70 of the Gators, and he's going to fall on it. And so that's going to give the Gators balls about the 49-yard line. So that'll be 51 yards to go. But they hadn't been able to do much yet tonight. So as they get ready to start this first play of this drive, it's going to be a quarterback screen pass out to number 10 on the left side. And they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but Connor Hurley, number 21, was there to take him down. And that's one of the kids that I was hoping to have a big night tonight. Number 21, Hurley. And he's looking good so far. So it comes up 2nd and 10 with a no gain. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper to the right side for the Rivers, but he's going to try to cut back to the left and lost his feet. And so he's going to go backwards. And so he's going to lose about 5 to 6 yards or so. It's going to move it back to the 44. And there's a few Panthers there to try to direct him back upfield, but it wasn't happening. It's going to bring up a long 3rd and 15. It's going to be a pass. It looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to tuck it down, but Matt Stone's over there to run him down, along with Kevin Inslee's over there. It's a good hustle by the Panthers tonight. Definitely look a lot more energized than what they did last week. Last week they just seemed like they were sluggish on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be 4th down for the Gators. And it looks like they're going to elect a punt with about 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Luke Harper's back for the Panthers. And the punt's going to get off, and he's going to cook to the left. It's going to bounce about the 25, 24-yard line. And Harper tried to pick it up, and he kind of bobbled it, but he's able to pick it up. He's still on his feet. It's to the 50, And he's still on his feet after broke through a couple of tackles, and he's going to go almost to the 30-yard line. And Luke wanted to do something with it and bobbed it around, but he finally got possession on it, and he took off and had to break a few tackles, but he managed to get all the way down to 30. That's about a 50-yard punt return. But there is a flag on the play. And so the flag's thrown about the 40-yard line. Let's see what the call is there. It's going to be assessed on the Panthers, so that's going to negate that punt return.
That would make sense. They would have to call that. I bet that's what it was, Gary.
Well, when he stuck his hands out like this, that's using his sports.
Okay.
I believe that was a hold against the Panthers.
But that was
So Paxton announced that it was a hold. Not real sure there, but so the Panthers going to start this drive back on the 25-yard line. It's going to be handed off to Hayden Browning, looks like. Braden's going to come off the right side. He's got some room to run. He's got some leg. He's got one guy. He still stays on his feet. He's in bounds. He's at 20, the 10, the 5. He's going to bring it in for the score. Hayden Browning, Clausen handed off to Hayden. He coming around the right side and kind of tiptoed through the tulips on the line there. And a guy looked like he was going to shove him out, but he didn't shove him hard enough to change his trajectory, and he takes it all the way into the score. And so that's going to bring your Panthers to a score of 20-0 here with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As Velasquez comes out to the kick. And the kick is up, and it's going to be through the uprights again, so that's going to bring it to 21.
So your score with 3:24 remaining in the first quarter, Magnet Cove 21-0.
So we didn't. I know Luke really wanted to have that punt return yardage, but fortunately for the Panthers, we didn't need it on the first play. Was able to take it to the house. So that definitely helps the offensive statistic there. 10 plays and 3 touchdowns. As Velasquez gets ready to tee it up here. For those of you that were listening last week, Brother Jeff Krause and I tag teamed it, but Jeff had some responsibilities that he didn't take care of tonight, so you're having to put up with me. And so Velasquez kind of, I don't know if they call that a pooch kiss, I guess pooch kick or I guess onside kick, but it was almost high enough that the Panthers were to be able to get there before the kid from Two Rivers was able to pull it down. So they're going to start on the 49-yard line again with 3:22 left to go in this first quarter. So the Panthers' offensive line tonight after this next play, I'll try to mention them here as the Gators get lined up to start this drive. Quarterback's going to roll to the right side and is going to pass it, but it's going to be intercepted by Kevin Inslee. And so it was shown a little short, and it was in the basket of the receiver, but Inslee had his hands there and was able to pull it in. And so that's going to be a turnover by interception by Kevin Inslee. It's good hands by Kevin and coverage. And so the Panthers going to take the ball back over. Still in this first quarter. So number 7, Evan Myers, is going to come in for this series as quarterback. And he's going to pass the ball in the first play. He's going to pass it off to the right to Luke Harper, but he's going to lead him a little bit too far over there on the far side, and Harper's not going to be able to carry it in.
Myers pass intended for number 28, Luke Harper, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down for the Panthers. Evans is going to stay out there. He's going to hand it off to Julius. Julius is going to start to the right side, cut back up the middle, still on his feet to the 40, the 35. He does a spin and get away from one defender, but other defender is going to bring him down. Oh, my goodness. And there's going to be some unsportsmanlike going on the field.
And number 11, Evan Kreitz. There's flags on the play.
And so it's going to be opposite of where the play was going on. So definitely some unsportsmanlike up here in the press box. They're saying it looked like maybe the Two Rivers kid was kind of throwing some, maybe doing a little extracurricular stuff, and Henderson wasn't going to have anything of it. So we'll see what after the meeting on the field with the officials. See what's going to happen here. So they're going to sort this out. While they're trying to sort it out, we'll go ahead and take a break here.
Offsetting penalties.
So, one gets you done at the game, throwing punches.
No, but do you remember which number it was?
51.
We good, Gary?
We'll see.
All right, they finally, after we come back, they finally got together and talked with the coach and got it sorted out. It was going to be unsportsmanlike on both sides. So it's going to be offsetting penalties. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the 31-yard line. As Myers and Julius in the backfield. Myers going to throw the ball off to kind of a bubble screen to Inslee. Inslee's going to catch it and take it back up the middle and pick up about 8 yards there.
Evan Myers pass completes number 88, Kevin Inslee. Brought down by number 11, Evan Frost, and number 50, Kyron Sinclair.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down for the Panthers at about 2.
Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2.
And so, but it looks like Myers and McClellan's in the back. It's going to be a Myers pass over the right side. It's going to try for Harper, but he's going to overthrow it, and it's going to go out of bounds around the goal line. And so try to give maybe a better explanation that as towards the end of the play, as Julius had run 15, 20 yards up, that there was kind of some scuffling going on back around the line of scrimmage between the Panthers and the Gators, and so that was an unsportsmanlike offsetting penalties there. It's going to be a direct snap to Julius McClellan, number 12, and he's going to keep it and go around to the right side and make it to about the 12-yard line. That's going to be enough for the Panther first down. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. But there is a flag on the play there. It's going to be holding on the Panthers. And so that's going to back it up on third down. It's going to bring it back to the 29-yard line with third down and 8 to go for the Panthers.
Should be first down, yeah, because he got the first down. No, on a whole call. Not if you. I think that might be what they're discussing.
So it looks like there's going to be a So, but there was enough for a first down on that last play, even though the hold was there. And so that's going to reset the downs.
Correction, that's a Panther pass, grocery and gas. First and 10 Panthers at the 2 Rivers 29.
So it's going to give the Panthers first and 10 on the 29-yard line instead of third and 8. So Clausen's back in there as quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Julius. Julius is going to cut off to the left side, and he's going to fight a little bit close to the first down. Looked like the ball was going to come out, but they are going to say it's a fumble on the play, and it looks like they're going to say that the Gators recovered it. So it looked like as McClellan was going down, the ball come out, and the Gators were able to come up with it.
Gators take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So definitely a bizarre series for the Panthers on all facets. So that's going to bring the defense back out with 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. The Panthers leading 21-0. And Three Rivers is going to take the snap and hand it off up the middle, but he's not going to get anywhere. So they're going to say that he lost a yard. Sorry, we didn't see who was able to come up with that tackle. So this last night of September is definitely some interesting things happened in the past 5 minutes of the quarter. It's going to be passed by Two Rivers. It's going to be intercepted again by Kevin Inslee. And so Kevin was able to turn his head around and get position on the receiver, and the quarterback threw it a little under, and so it was a beautiful catch by Inslee. That's going to be his second interception of the night. So I know Inslee, talking with Inslee, that he's a triple sport athlete, but he says football's his favorite, but he may have a double on the football side tonight. Myers is going to take the snap and the pass all the way to the end zone, and Cade Davis was the intended receiver, and he had a chance at it at the goal line, but he just wasn't able to reel it in. So that's going to bring up second down for the Panthers. That was a beautiful pass by Myers. Just couldn't make the connection. So Myers looks like he's going to keep the ball up the middle as a quarterback keeper, and he's got room to run. And Kidder was there to kind of help block him, but kind of got in his way. But he's able to bring it down to about the 5. Or they're going to, I think they're going to give him the spot, so they're going to give him the 4-yard line.
Tyron Sinclair. Number 11, Evan Kreitz. And the host of Gators.
Once again, I apologize for maybe not staying up to speed so much and trying to keep stats and everything. So I'll try to keep more focus on the play. So it's going to be Evans and company in the backfield again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Julius McClellan. Julius is going to go up the middle and take it in for the score. And just able to kind of cut back one or two ways with 6.1 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. He's going to another touchdown for the Panthers. And with the pending extra point, it should be, if everything goes well for Velasquez, he's getting his workout tonight. And the kick is snapped, and it's up through the uprights. So Velasquez makes it good again. So it's going to be 28 for the Panthers and 0 for the Gators with 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Anthony Velasquez. Back deep for Two Rivers, number 3, Anthony Loppy, and number 20, Wesley Green.
So as Velasquez sets up for his 4th kickoff attempt, and he's going to kick it deep, and it's going to be caught about the 15, 16-yard line by number 20 for the Gators, and he's going to try to cut back right, and he's met about the 32-yard line. And looks like Preston Sawyer's getting up from the pile there, number 66, and maybe is that number 57 for the Panthers, which I believe is River Williams. So that's the end of the first quarter. Your Panthers 28, Gators of Two Rivers 0. We'll be back to you at the beginning of the second quarter.
Family movie night at 8 p.m. there on the lawn beside Panther Pass Grocery and Gas. Hocus Pocus 2 tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Bring your lawn chairs and blankets, and there will be a refreshment stand.
All right, here we come back as the beginning of the second quarter here at Kenneth Hinn Stadiums. here in Magnet Cove. Your Panthers have pretty much dominated this game through the first quarter, leading 28 to nothing against Twin Rivers. As Twin Rivers sets to start the second quarter out on this drive at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, but he's going to be stopped maybe maybe half a yard or a yard past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be met by Matt Stone. Stone's going to bring him down. It looks like there's going to be an official timeout. Look like one of the Two Rivers players was come up a little bit droggy. It's going to be the quarterback. They're going to have him step off for at least a play. It looked like he was a little slow to getting up, so they're going to check him out real quick. So as the Gators come up, it looks like number 3's in the backfield. Looks who's their backup quarterback here. He's going to snap the ball. Number 4, backup quarterback, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Gators, so it's going to back them up.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 30-yard line.
It's going to move them back to the 30-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Gators. And as Chilcote comes off the field, looks like your senior Mason Henderson comes back to relieve him for a few plays. You got number 66 Preston Sawyer out there on the left end, and Kaiser Kidder on the right end, and looks like 63 Tabor Tanaka make up that front line for the defense. And you got Stone and McClellan and Hurley as your linebackers, with Inslee and Browning and Harper, and see over, and it looks like Cade Davis round up your defense there for the Panthers. It's going to be another false start for the Gators. Going to bring them back a little bit more. It's definitely going to help the Panthers. But they're doing fairly well tonight without the Gators' help. It's going to be 2nd and 19 on the 25 for the Gators. So as the Gators come up it's going to be a toss up the middle. Oh, number 20 found a hole, and he's going to be gone. Kidder's going to try to catch him, but he's going to be 5 yards ahead of him. And so it looks like there's not going to be flags on the play. And it was kind of a quarterback toss to the running back, number 20, and he found a hole, and he hit it, and he was gone. And so that was a ton of yardage in a short amount of time for the Gators. I know if Carmichael goes back and listens to this live stream, he's gonna get on to me for bragging on the defense and turn around and do that. But it looks like the Gators are going to go for the 2-point conversion, and they're able to get it. And so the Gators are going to score, finally get on the scoreboard with 10:46 left to go in the second quarter. But your Panthers are still leading by 20, 28-8. But as we come back after the Gators score there, so that was about a 75-yard run for number 20 of the Gators. That was Wesley Green for the Gators, but notable on that last play Kevin Inslee got pretty banged up with that knee of his. It looks like Luke Hopper is going to take the key, and then Luke still on his feet down the 40 to almost the 35-yard line. And so Luke had a good return on that. But as I was saying, Inslee come off hobbling a little bit with that knee of his, and so I hope everything's okay with there with Inslee. I do see him kind of down on the sideline there, kind of walking back and forth, so maybe he just kind of pulled it, strained it a little bit. That's definitely a good sign that he's up and walking around. And so Ballantyne, notice new quarterback. Ballantyne's been out on this series, and Ballantyne got the snap and handed it off to Harper. Harper was able to, or that was Julius, and Julius was able to take it down to the 20-yard line, but Julius kind of looked like maybe he had twisted an ankle down there on that play, and so he come off the field hobbling there. But it looks like it's going to be Ballantyne, number 13, come in as quarterback with Matt Stone as his partner in the backfield, and Ballantyne's going to hand it off to Stone. Stone's going to cut up the middle of the right side, and he's going to take it up to about the 10-yard line, looks like, just short of the 10-yard line.
Stop number 50, Kyron Sinclair. Number 68, Landon Minnie.
And so with just under 10 minutes now to go in this half, and the Panthers are marching. Ballantyne's back in the shotgun formation as a quarterback with Stone in the backfield. Ballantyne's going to roll to the right, and he's going to pass. He's got a man, the Kaiser Kidder. Kidder's going to get it about the 3-yard line, and he's going to turn. He's going to turn it up, but it looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 1-yard line. So that was a good rollout pass by Ballantyne there to Kidder. So that's going to bring it up another first down. Going to be first and goal for the Panthers.
First and goal, Panthers at the 1.
So here comes Ballantyne. Ballantyne's going to receive it. He's going to pass it again. He's going to pass it to Harper on the left side. Harper had a slant to the inside and had his man beat, and so Ballantyne gets a touchdown pass to Luke Harper with 9:29 to go in this half. That's going to bring the score to 34-8 with Velasquez coming out for the extra point. And so Velasquez is going to get it up, and it's going through the uprights, and so that's going to bring the score to 35. And so 9:29 left to go in this first half, and the Panthers are in control, 35-8. And we'll be back in just a minute. All right, here we come back after that touchdown play as Velasquez and company come out to kick it off again. I just kind of make a middle note here. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 95% sure that was probably Wilson Ballantyne's first career high school pass for a touchdown. So I know that's going to be pretty excited for him and tonight if that's truly the case. The kickoff's going to be received by number 1. And he's going to be brought down about the 30-yard line to It looks like Matt Stone probably going to get credit for that.
Stop number 15, Matt Stone.
So Magic Cove defense is going to come back out. And the defense has been pretty active tonight. Had a one fumble recovery by number 21, Connor Hurley, early, and then and there's been 2 interceptions by Kevin Inslee tonight. So as the Panther defense gets ready, to start out, it's going to be number 11 for the Gators who's going to get the ball coming off the right side, but he might be able to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards. Hayden Browning's going to be there to make the stop. And so they're also going to give credit to his brother, number 20, Hunter. And also Bronson Koulis. I hadn't mentioned him. Bronson's been out there playing in the defensive backfield there. So as the play gets off, so the number 1 but blow the whistle dead, and looked like old Mason Henderson is down on the ground. He was coming around to catch the quarterback, and it looked like a twisted knee, a leg, something, and he went down the ground pretty quick. And so we're going to take a timeout here as they look and check on Henderson. All right, as we come back after that injury timeout, they're helping number 75 Mason Henderson off the field. He's not putting any weight on that left leg, that left knee. It looked like maybe he got hip below the waist there on that last play. And Chilcote, I believe, is going to come in for Henderson there as they go check him out. But Two Rivers going to snap the ball and get the pass off. And it looks like it's going to be complete to number 10. And as he was falling down, he was able to catch the pass, and there wasn't a Panther around him. So it's going to be a first down for the Gators as they move up to the 45-yard line. Give them a new set of downs here with about 8.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. It's number 1 gets under center here with looks like number 3 in the backfield. And it looks like he's going to hand it off to number 3, but it's going to be sniffed out. But there, but our defense, it's going to be Matt Stone's there. Look like Matt Stone and Hunter Browning.
Stop by number 62.
And that's going to be Chilcote. Chilcote's going to get the credit for that.
Hunter Browning. Number 15, Matt Stone, also went on the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9.
It's going to bring up second down for the Gators, 2nd and 9 on the 46-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be a delay of game on the Gators.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 40-yard line. 41-yard line.
So Gators moving back again.
Second down and 14.
Can't forget that last series they were moving back and broke a play for a big yardage and a touchdown. So the Panthers are definitely not going to have to let up yet. So as the quarterback comes out from under center, he's going to pass to the left side. And it was intended for number 10, but Connor Hurley was over there in the middle of it and was able to get his hand up to deflect the pass. So it definitely seems Hurley's a little bit more active tonight than he has been the past couple of games. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Gators. 6:53 to go in this half.
3rd and 14.
It's going to be another pass. Quarterback's going to roll out, but he's going to tuck it and roll. He's to the 50, and he's going to run out of bounds about the 45-yard line in Panther territory. But that's going to be a yard past the first down marker. So that's going to be a new set of downs for the Gators. Looks like number 61, I believe Aaron Holland there, has come in on played a little bit on the defensive line there. As they get lined up here. It's going to be a toss to the left side. And Connor Hurley's going to sniff it out and catch the running back in the backfield for a big loss. It looks like it's going to be about a loss of 6 yards. So that's good. Connor was being blocked, but he was able to shed his block and get to the running back in the backfield as the quarterback tossed it to the left side there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 19 for the Gators on the 50-yard line.
2nd and long.
As they get lined up for the second down play. And the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's looking to pass, but he's kind of scrambling around, and he's going to get the pass off, and it's going to be completed about 2 yards past the original line of scrimmage, and number 4 is going to be able to take it to the left side there and run enough for another first down for the Gators. And Gators quarterback was back in the backfield quite a bit and gave him just a little bit more time that were able to look like a busted play to make something out of it. It's going to bring it down to the 31-yard line in Panther territory.
1st and 10, 2 Rivers at the Magnet Cove 31.
As they get ready for this next play, quarterback's in shotgun. He's going to try to hand it up, but he's going to keep it and try to go up the middle, but he's not going to be able to get anywhere. And that's going to be number 50 for the Panthers, so Jackson Haynes.
21, Connor Hurley made first contact for the Panthers. Stop number 50, Jackson Haynes.
So they're going to say Hurley got there and made first contacts, and Haynes come in and cleaned it up. So there's going to be a loss about the 1 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Gators. Quarterback's going to take the snap and roll to the right, and he's going to try to pass, and then he's flushed out, and as he's running to the sideline, and he just pretty much threw the ball away. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Gators on the 32-yard line.
Number 15, Matt
Just 9 ticks away from being to the 5-minute mark here in this first half of play.
Yeah, it's hard to score when you ain't got the ball.
3rd and 11.
So as the Gators line up for this third down play, the quarterback's going to take a snap and roll to the right. He's going to throw the pass off. Pass was intended to number 10, about the 10-yard line, but looked like there was a couple of Panthers there that was able to knock the pass down. It looked like the receiver for the Gators thought that maybe there was a little contact before the ball got there, but the referee didn't see anything going on, so that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down and 11 on the 32-yard line. So it looks like the Gators going to elect to go for it here. So the Panthers can get a stop here. And it's going to be number 1. It's going to roll out to the right. He's going to be flushed out, but he's got him. Oh, Connor Hurley had him in the background, but he wasn't able to hold on to him. And so he was able to kind of flush out to the left and trying to make something happen, but there wasn't happening. So I guess maybe to try to keep from getting sacked with a major loss, he threw the ball, and it's going to be a turnover and downs on the Gators. Panthers going to take over on the 32-yard line. And so that was a good defensive stop by the Panthers with 4:51 left to go in this half. Panthers are leading 35-8. And so here comes the Panther and company. Look, see who's going to be out behind the quarterback here, or behind in the backfield. Looks like Jacob Clausen's going to be out there, and Tugwell's going to be back there with him. It looked like maybe the snap might have been a little bit high or something, or maybe Clausen tried to do something with it before he got a grasp of it, but it was kind of boggled, and Tugwell was able to pick it up and pick it up and at least make something out of it. Didn't look pretty, but they're going to give him a 1-yard gain. And so it's going to be Clausen in the backfield. That's the quarterback, and it looks like Tugwell. He's going to hand off Tugwell. Tugwell's got some room to run. He cuts back left. He's got the Jets on. He's going to bring it down to about the 41-yard line in Gator territory. It's a good hard run by Carter Tugwell there, number 8 for the Panthers. So I know that Carmichael is really trying to get him conditioned this year to be a force in the backfield, moving up the rest of the year and the next couple of years. So Clausen's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to roll. It's going to be another screen to Harper. Harper's got room to run with blockers. He's still on his feet. The 20, the 15, the 10. He's going to try on the feet. He pushes through. He's going to get into the end zone. And Harper's going to take it in for the score with 3:49 left in this quarter. And that little that bubble screen there, Clausen connected with Harper, and Harper had his blockers for about 10 to 15 yards, and he cut out to the left, and the guy was there to stop him, but he just kind of put the nitro in and just kind of run right through him, and he was taken in for the score. And so it looks like for the Panthers going to elect to go for 2 here. And Clausen's going to take it to the right, and Acolate's going to pass it, but hands it off to McClellan, and McClellan cuts back to the left side and is able to make the 2-point conversion good. And so that's going to be your Panthers 43, the Two Rivers Gators 8 with 3:49 left to go in the second quarter.
Somebody takes over in possession, not even the kickoff. It's once possession starts.
Paxton has learned these. Don't say that on the microphone.
Yeah. Yes. Unless the coaches agree otherwise. And then I'll be the last one to go.
Kenny Bennett came here and grabbed me by the ear and drove me out of the press box. You know what I mean?
You were influenced that night.
As it gets late, they mention the clock more as much as
Anthony
you
Gillespie
can.
is sponsored for the Panthers.
I've
Backing for Two Rivers, number 10.
All right, here we go as the after the score. Velasquez kicks the ball off and to about the 18-yard line, and it's kind of bobbled by Two Rivers, but the guy finally picks it up and gains about 5 or 6 yards there. So Two Rivers is going to take over on this series with 3:40 left to go in this half. And your Panthers are steamrolling tonight.
66, Preston Sawyer.
So Preston Sawyer, number 66 for the Panthers, getting credit for that stop there.
They're already rolling it.
Two Rivers starts the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
So it looks like possibly that they're going to start maybe the mercy rule a little early tonight, and so they started the.
Number 3, Anthony Lockey was met at the line of scrimmage by number 12, Julius McClellan.
Gators were met at the line of scrimmage on that first play, and looked like old Julius McClellan was there for the loss of that 1 yard. And it looks like Julius is going to come out on the sideline there, and it may be he may not have any more reps tonight. Looks like maybe
Flag before the snap.
let's see.
False start against Two Rivers.
Trying to see who come in and replace Julius. It looks like Stone is going to move over the middle, and looks like maybe number 20, Hunter Browning, come in to take Julius' place there out on the linebacker spot. Going to bring up 2nd and 16 for the Gators. That scoreboard just glitched. As they come up on the play here, but it looks like it's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to blow the play dead before anybody gets the tackle. So the forward progress there, and under 2 minutes left to go in this half.
I was looking at it, reading it, and it glitched.
It's going to be a minute and a half left here to go in the half with Three Rivers the ball, 3rd down and 15 on the 26-yard line as they get ready for this next play. The quarterback receives the snap. It's going to be a pass to the left side, but it looks like it's going to be tipped a little bit by maybe Kaiser Kidder to disrupt that pass play. And so that's going to bring up 4th down and long and deep for the Gators. See what they're going to elect to do here. It's the play clocks are down to the 12-second mark, and about 43 seconds left to go here in this half. And Two Rivers back to punt, but it looks like there's going to be a timeout called by Two Rivers. That's going to be their second timeout of the half, I believe, here. And so with 33.9 seconds left going to half, we'll have a timeout, and we'll take it with them.
here on the home side.
All right, here we come back after the timeout. .9 seconds left to go in the first half to play. The Panthers have been in control most of the night except for one busted play that Two Rivers was able to put together for a 75-yard touchdown run. And the snap's going to get off. The punter's going to get the ball out of the way. It's going to be motion for a fair catch by Luke Harper about the 45-yard line in Gator territory. And so it looks like they're going to elect to go ahead and keep this clock running. And so they're going to stop it with 8.4 seconds left. But there is a little laundry down on the field there. And so they're going to get together and discuss it here. It's going to be a holding call on the Panthers. So that's going to back the Panthers up, but that was probably going to be the Panthers, I would assume, would probably elect to kneel down to go into half anyways. So
Put 29 would be about right. Makes 28. 29.
and so they're going to back them all the way up to the 49-yard line.
No, I don't think they put any time back on it because it did motion rule. He just wanted this last play. I think. That's all it was. Oh, we ain't even going to do that.
So they're going to elect to roll the clock, and so this is going to be the end of the first half of play here. And as the clock runs down to 0, it takes us into halftime. Your Magnet Cove Panthers are definitely in control here with halftime score 43, the Magnet Cove Panthers, and the Two Rivers Gators 8. And that'll be our halftime, and we'll catch you on the backside. We'll take this break with them. Thanks for joining us. All right, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from here at Kenneth Hammond Stadium in Magnet Cove as the Magnet Cove Panthers come out the second half. They won the toss at the beginning of the game and elected to defer, and so they should be getting the ball back here to start the second half. They have got a commanding lead over the Two River Gators. They're leading 43-8. And I tell you, on this September 30th of 2022, it's finally starting to feel like football weather. So the sun went down, and the temperatures dropped to about 62 degrees, and it's got a little chill to it. And tell you that it's getting to be football weather when one of our faithful fans, let's see, old Matt Stone was back to receive the kick, and he kind of that's Hunter Browning, I'm sorry. That was Hunter Browning to receive the kick. And kind of bobbed it a little bit, picked it up, and ran it all the way up to about the 45-yard line. But there is a flag on the play about back on the 35. But as I was saying, it's going to be holding against the Panthers. But, it's football weather when some of the road crew comes up the press box. Our old faithful J.B. Kreitz come up, and he was all snugged up in his coat and his hoodie and come up the press box and gets warm. So, that's good football weather when old J.B. has to come up and get warm in the press box. For those of you that know J.B., you know just how special of a guy he is. As the Panthers start this first series of the half, the clock is going to be running continuously here because of the mercy rules in place. And so Ballantyne's back at quarterback. He's going to hand it to Carter Tugwell. Carter Tugwell's going to run, and he's going to run with the force. He's got 3 or 4 of the Gators that he's riding with him. And so Tugwell picks up about 30 yards on that play. It's going to come across midfield, and they're going to. So that's going to move it to the 48-yard line in Gator territory. As I get this new series of downs here, Ballantyne in the backfield and Tugwell with him. He's going to hand off to Tugwell again. Tugwell's able to shed a guy in the backfield and pick up a few more yards before being brought down. And he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there. Going to bring up second down at about 6. But, for those of you who've been around sports in this area a while, that JB's been involved in sports in one way, shape, form, or fashion for many, many years. Ballantyne's going to receive the snap. He's going to pass it over to Velasquez. Velasquez coming in and playing receiver down on this bottom side, but Ballantyne let it sail over him. It's going to be over his head. He couldn't do nothing with it and goes out of bounds. But, 41 years of age, and I remember JB was a referee for a long time, even back before I was playing sports. Ballantyne's going to take it and hand off to Tugwell. Tugwell's going to the right side, but he's going to try to cut up the field, but there's a Gator there to tackle him, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. So it looks like through that series of plays there that Magnet Cove is going to continue to play conservative with the mercy rule in place. So Clausen's going to come on the field in the back to punt it away for the first time tonight. Clausen's going to get the snap and get the ball off, and it's a beautiful punt. And it's going to put it down to about the 15. It's going to roll. And Hunter Browning's going to be there about the 11-yard line to down it. And so that Magnet Cove's going to punt for the first time tonight with 8.5 minutes already left to go in this third quarter with a running clock. The Panthers in a commanding lead, 43-8.
Two Rivers starts the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
So looks like some other Panthers coming in. See if I can catch them real quick. Got number 6'3", Tabor Tanaka has been in there tonight. Number 51, Blaine Brooks has come in to play on the D line, and looks like maybe 58, Zach Collins has come in as well. As Two Rivers gets to play and hands it off the running back up the middle for a couple of yards. And trying to see on that opposite side of the field, looks like maybe that's old Preston Sawyer still in there, number 6 in at defensive end on that right side there. Looks like River Williams in the middle of the linebacker crew with Hunter Browning to the left side and Tugwell to the right side. Quarterback's going to toss it off to the left side of the play and kind of a screen pass down there, and he's able to carry it up enough for the first down. But there's a flag on the field about the 30-yard line, so we'll stop it for just a minute just to see what that is. And out there on the field right now in the secondary, you got Ballantyne on the left side here, and looks like Velasquez is in, playing safety there, and looks like number 9, which would be Lee Green out there on defense for this series. So it gives an opportunity for some of our sophomores to play. The flag on the field, it was 2 penalties. Looks like they're going to offset there. So that's going to bring up second down and about 7 for the Gators. Back on the 14-yard line. So as they come out in this series here, looks like they're second-string quarterbacks there. Pats off the left side, number 11, and caught, and he's able to gain a few yards. And Lee Green's there for the stop, along with Hunter Browning. Also, Ballantyne's going to get credit for that. But it's going to be a gain of 14 for the Gators. Going to pick up first down. Going to bring it up to the 28-yard line. Just about 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter as the clock runs. Old Zach Collins able to break through the line and get a hold of the number 9 in the backfield. And so Zach manhandling him, put him on the ground. I know got up pretty excited there. So Zach's a senior this year. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but he's still kind of lining up, getting ready for the next play, and he's still pretty fired up. He's got a little dance to him. For those of you who know Zach. So a loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Gators. There's going to be a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a timeout called by Two Rivers. 4:22 left to go in this third quarter. Panthers 43, the Gators 8. We'll take this timeout with them. Be back in just a minute. All right, here we come back after the timeout. 4:22 left to go in this third quarter. As a running clock, as the Panthers are leading 43-8, and got the secondary defense in. And looks like Two Rivers is doing the same thing, trying to get some of their other guys with a wrap. It's going to be a pass by number 4, and it's going to be kind of a bobbled pass. It's going to be caught, intercepted by Valentine, but it looks like there may be some pass interference going to be on the defense, looks like, about the 35-yard line.
Pass interference against the defense, against the Panthers.
So that's definitely going to be what the call is, but so that's going to negate that interception by Wilson. Wilson's brother come up here during halftime, and Braxton, I was asking if that was for sure his first senior high touchdown, and in true little brother fashion, he said, "I don't know. I don't keep up with that." So it brings a first down, new set of downs, and brings up to 43. And Two Rivers going to hand the ball up the middle, but it's still not really going to get much. Maybe a gain or two, or a yard or two. I believe.
On the stop of the Panthers. Gain of 2 on the play, second.
So they're going to give credit to that to the Panthers stop, number 73, Jackson Hindley. I'm sorry, I may have called his name incorrect earlier. And so there's that pass again. It's going to be cut back by the Gators over back to the right side, but there's all but maybe 2 or 3 Panthers coming to cover him to push him out of bounds there. They're going to give credit for Hunter for the stop there. Got about 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter with a running clock. So it looks like it's going to be or not. They're going to have an official timeout here. Look like maybe the number 11, the Gators, was kind of shaken up a little bit at the end of that play as he went down as they were going out of bounds there. So it looks like he's maybe hanging on to his arm there as their trainer is looking at his maybe his arm or hand, something. So that's going to stop the clock for just a minute there. So it's going to bring up third down and 8. It looks like it's going to be a pass for the Gators. It's going to be number 4 passing it to number 1. Quarterback is going to be caught. The starting cornerback out on the reception there. Number 1 about the 35-yard line in Panther territory. That's going to be a third down conversion for them. And move the chains. Down to about a minute and a half left to go in this quarter.
First and 10, Two Rivers, the Magnet Cove 36.
That's number 4 for the Gators. Gets under center and takes a snap and hands it off in the middle. The ball does come out. The ball comes out, and it's going to be a live ball. And Carter Tugwell, number 8, was able to see it and was able to pounce on it. And so that's going to be a turnover on down with the fumble recovery by Carter. And down to the less than a minute here in this third quarter. And I'd imagine that they're going to have to at least get one play off. Here, about 30 seconds. so Valentine's going to hand it off to Carter. Carter's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to drive for about 6 yards, pick up 6 yards. And that should, I imagine, be the last play of this third quarter as we're down to 15 seconds and running. And so we're going to start this fourth quarter with a 2nd and 5 on the 41-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The Magnet Cove Panthers 43, the Two Rivers Gators 8. We'll be back in just a moment for the fourth quarter. All right, here we come back as we begin the fourth quarter. And the Panthers, Ballantyne hands it off to Tugwell. Tugwell's staying on his feet and is going to pick up another 7 or 8 yards. And probably about 5 of those yards after the first initial contact. So definitely one thing you can say about Tugwell as he runs, that he runs with hunger. He runs like he got something to prove there. So that's going to give a new set of downs for the Panthers. Move it to the 49-yard line before they move into Gator territory, as Ballantyne is back in the shotgun. Is going to receive the snap. He's going to keep the ball. Going to roll over to the right. He's got some room. Minute of room. Puts the stiff arm out. Breaks one guy. And instead of stepping out of bounds, he decides that he's going to stay in bounds and lowers his shoulder and into the fender and tries to drive through it. And so Ballantyne's going to pick up another first down for the Panthers as they continue to drive here. And so you got Tanaka, River. Look like Hindley is there under center or as the center. Got Sawyer and old Zach Collins there on the offensive line. And Ballantyne's going to take the pass and to the right side and complete it to the Velasquez. So Velasquez is definitely getting his reps on every position that he plays. So that's completed pass for a gain of about 4 yards for the Ballantyne-Velasquez connection. You got Velasquez and Browning on the right side. Wilson's going to keep it, going to be quarterback keeper. He's going to cut up the middle, back left side. He's going to cut back right. He's still got room to run. He's got 10 to 5. He comes back to the left, and Ballantyne's going to run it in for the score. And so a good cutting by Ballantyne there. So that's going to be a 30-yard gain for the touchdown for Ballantyne with about 9.5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. And Ballantyne says, why not? If I've got my first career passing touchdown, why not get my first career rushing touchdown as a senior high player, as a sophomore? And Velasquez is in for the extra point. And he shanked it right a little bit, so he misses his first PAT of the night. And so the running clock under 9 minutes now. The Panthers are leading 49, Two Rivers Gators 8. that another Panther score. The last guest has got the ball teed up, and they've given him the go-ahead. Valentine's, he's going to kick it deep, and he's going to kick it to number 20. He's going to field it about the 15-yard line. He's going to lose it off his hands, but he's pick it up and about the 20, the 25-yard line, still on his feet. But old Bronson Coolis and Cade Davis are there to force him out of bounds, and old Hunter Browning's down there with him. So we're under about 7.5 minutes left to go in this game. I don't know if I should reveal my source or not, but I was checking at halftime on the status of Mason Henderson as he had to get helped off the field, but they said he just hyperextended his knee a little bit, so hopefully that won't be too bad to recover for him. And the Inslee hasn't been back in since he kind of hobbled off the field a little bit. Here comes Two Rivers, number 4, up under center. And they're going to do that screen pass out to their original quarterback, number 1. And he's going to be able to pick up maybe 5 or 6 yards there. And it seems like that's about the only play with the exception of that one busted breakdown on the Panthers for that 75-yard TD run by the Gators. And it seems to be about the only play that they've had somewhat success with the Magic Cove defense. We'll go ahead and contribute that to them doing their homework this week and making sure they're ready. Going to hand the ball off to the left side here. Number 20 is going to run for about 10, 12, maybe 13 yards. Going to pick up another first down for the Gators. Oh, Wilson Ballantyne's there to make the stop.
Gain of 13 on the play. First and 10 Gators at their own 45-yard line.
As the Gators come with a new set of downs on the 45-yard line. Trying to see if there's any more different set of Panthers out there. Want to be sure to recognize them. The quarterback's up under center as he takes the snap. He's gonna roll out to the right side, going to try to pass it, but he's got a couple of men, but it's going to be intended receiver, but look like, let's see, is that number 18? That's right. That's Keon Willis out there. I thought that was a different number. Keon Willis tried to jump up and grab it, but with all the scuffle and all of it, he just couldn't bring it down. So, Keon getting some playing time tonight.
Second and 10.
It's going to bring up second down. 4.5 minutes left here to go in this game. Number 4 is going to roll out to the right side, but he's going to keep it and tuck it, and he's going to be able to pick up 7 or 8 yards, but it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like it may be going to be called holding on the defense. As the mercy rules in play, just kind of a side note to that last play, that looked like there may be the play clock ran down, but they just going to let them play it out here. But so it may be a little bit more stalling on the referee's part to discuss what this penalty may be as the clock continues to run here. Down under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This may be a 3-minute. This may be a 3-minute penalty discussion here.
This is a timeout for the referees.
No, I got to do what they do.
That's right.
So the clock's down to almost 3 minutes here. It is going to be the referee finally makes a call officially. It's going to be holding on the Panthers as the clock runs down to 3 minutes here. And the Panthers have dominated this game tonight, which was, I think, expected. Was able to put 49 points on the board tonight. So as they finally get ready to set this new set of downs for Three Rivers on the 45-yard line, number 4 is going to roll out. He's going to pass. He's going to pass and intended to number 1. Number 1's going to be able to get it. And number 1 was able to catch it. It maybe looked like he pushed off a little bit, but he was able to take it to the end zone. But there was looks like there was going to be a block in the back or hit by the Gators. And I think that that maybe that little push off, what it seemed like that probably wasn't going to call, but they couldn't ignore that block in the back for sure. And so that's it's going to still be enough to move the chains for the Gators and give them a first down. It's going to move it up to the looks like 20-yard line. Got a minute and a half left to go and play in this game, and so looks like Two Rivers is going to try to at least put it in the end zone one more time before this game is over with. As they got 3 in the backfield, 4 is going to hand it off straight up the middle to number 3, but number 3 is going to be stopped by, looks like maybe number 63. Yeah, they're going to give the credit to that. So I was just waiting for Paxton to make sure, but that's old Tabor Tanaka there for the stop. Going to bring up 2nd and 8, less than a minute to go in this ball game. Gators got 17 yards to try to push it, see if the Panther defense can hold them. Number 4 is going to take it and roll out to number 1 again. Number 1's going to go up for it in the end zone. And they're going to say that they say he's going to catch it, and so Two Rivers is going to score with that pass play. And 25 seconds and rolling here. It's going to bring the score to your Panthers 49, the Gators 14. And so it's about 8 seconds left. So they're going to try to get this PAT off. They're going to get it, but it's blocked. The Panthers block it. So they were trying to get the PAT off just before the time ran out, but the Panthers were able to block it and keep it. So that's going to be the final score here at in Cove. Your Panthers 49, Two Rivers Gators 14. It's a good show for your Panthers tonight, and we thank you for being toward a live broadcast, and we hope to see you next week in Center Point, so as the Panthers travel there. But y'all have a wonderful week. Be safe, and PPRD.